Hi guys, and welcome back to Guitar by Emily. Today we're doing part 2 of the Q&A that I started. If you haven't seen part 1, I will link it up here so you guys can check it out. I did a Instagram live stream to celebrate 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I wasn't able to upload that Q&A live stream to YouTube, and some of you guys wanted to see that. So in these 2 parts of the Q&A here on YouTube, I'm going to be answering everything I talked about in the live stream so you guys don't feel left out. So in the last video, I talked a lot about my guitar journey and personal, guitar stories and things like that. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about bands and music. Some of the questions, again, are going to be kind of similar, and it's kind of hard to put them all into a category, but we've got a lot more to talk about today, so please consider hitting that subscribe button, give this video a like, go follow me on Instagram, and let's get into it. Alright, let's start out with a hard one. What is your favorite band? That is a hard question because I have so many bands that I love listening to, and my favorite band seems like it's constantly changing. I don't know about you guys, but you get on one thing for a while and that's like your favorite, and then you find something else and you move on to that. So I'd say right now my favorite band is Bon Jovi, but I mean, if you asked me a month ago, I probably would have said Whitesnake, or a few months ago I would have said Dokken. So it's always changing. It's not like I love that band more than the others, it's just maybe what I've been listening to more lately. Okay, favorite guitarist of all time and favorite album that they have played on. So my favorite guitarist is Steve Vai. You guys are probably so sick of hearing me talk about Steve Vai because I love him so much. He is definitely my favorite guitar player. There's no question about that. My favorite album he's played on might be his newest album, In Violet. I really loved that album. I thought it showcased every bit of his playing style so well with all the different songs, but Passion and Warfare is also so good, and I can't leave that out, so can't really pick. This person asks, have you ever thought about building your own guitar? I think that would be super fun. I've seen those kits online and I don't know how good they are, so I wouldn't really know where to begin, but this might be a fun YouTube video someday to get one of the build your own guitar kits and paint it and work on it. I think it would definitely be fun to start from scratch. I know someone who builds guitars from scratch. They work on some of my guitars when I need extra help, and he is incredible. His name's Jeremiah. So maybe one day he's got a business going. He just kind of started it up for building guitars. So maybe one day we'll collab and build a guitar for my collection. I also think it'd be fun to just hot rod an already built guitar, do a custom paint job, change all the hardware and pickups on it. So that would be another project that I would definitely be interested in. I recently saw these guitar skins on Instagram that are just like sticker decals that look extremely realistic, and I would really be interested in getting like maybe an old plain Kramer and putting one of those on it and getting some cool pickups that I like and just kind of tricking out a plain looking guitar. So that would be a fun build that wouldn't be as hard as like starting from scratch. Going kind of along with that one, someone asked what would my dream guitar be, and I definitely know. I've thought about this a lot. So either a Ibanez Gem or an Ibanez Pia. I say either or because I've actually never played a Pia, so I'm not sure if I would like it more than the Gem, but one of those in like a lilac sparkly pearlescent purple color, and have the inlays in the fretboard match that purple and just have it be very pearlescent and shiny, and then have like the same pickguard that's on my Gem, and then some gold and purple pickups and gold hardware. I think that would just be so gorgeous. I would love to have that guitar. Here's a funny question. Do you listen to Megadeth? No, I don't. That is one thing you guys are not gonna hear from this channel is like death metal or like hard metal. It is not my thing. I'm sticking to the glam metal over here. I don't even like Metallica really. I know that's gonna make some of y'all mad, but I don't know. It is not my thing. I've tried to get into it, but I just can't. So no Megadeth, probably no Metallica. We're just gonna stick with like Poison and Bon Jovi over here. This is a really fun question. If you could jam with one guitarist, who would it be? My mind immediately wants to say Steve Vai because he's my favorite, but then when I actually think about would I want to jam with Steve Vai, I would be such a nervous wreck that I don't think I would be able to. I think he is just too good. So maybe if I could jam with someone like Richie Sambora, or maybe one of the Kiss guitar players like Bruce Kulick, if they were playing obviously like with Bon Jovi or Kiss, that would be really fun. Maybe someone like George Lynch, I don't know. George doesn't smile very much, so maybe he wouldn't want to jam with someone. But yeah, that'd be a crazy opportunity. Okay, this is a really hard question. You're stranded on a desert island and you can only have 3 albums with you. Which ones are they? It's so hard. There's so many albums that I love. And if you're like me, you kind of just like grab 3 or 4 or 5 songs from an album and then grab a couple from another album, you know, and put all those in a playlist. Like, I'm not one to always sit down and listen to a full album, so that's a little bit hard. But I'm gonna say self-titled Whitesnake album, you know, the one that has all the hits on it, like Still the Night, Is This Love, Here I Go Again, Bad Boys, Crying in the Rain. That one's awesome. I really love Whitesnake. I really love Bon Jovi lately, so I feel like Slippery When Wet is the best Bon Jovi album. And then I feel like I have to throw an instrumental one in there, so maybe Passion and Warfare. But then I also feel bad for leaving Dokken out, so I don't even know which Dokken album is the best. That's hard. So I suppose the first 3 I mentioned. That's such a hard question though. So many good albums from good musicians. Someone asks, what are some books that have helped you learn guitar? Okay, some of my favorites are, I actually got one of them right here. Creative Guitar, Guthrie Govan. I'm still working through this one, but this one's really good for techniques and brief music theory. I'll grab some other ones for you guys. This one is a more complex music theory book. It's called Videology. It's by Steve Vai. If you already know a little bit about music theory and you want to learn more in depth, this is a good book for you. Keep in mind it's not beginner friendly. It's a little complex. But if you do want something a little more simple, this series called Noble Music Theory for Guitarists, there's 3 volumes of it. I believe this is the second one. You can pick up all 3 volumes on Amazon, and these are incredible for beginners, and they're going to really dumb down music theory and help you learn it. This is the sole reason I know what I know when it comes to theory. My old high school history teacher asks, what is my favorite Kiss song? Also a hard question, but I'm gonna have to say Crazy Nights off their Crazy Nights album. I think that came out in 1987. Such a good song. Bruce Kulick absolutely killing it on guitar. Oh, I like this one. If you could perform with Dokken and George Lynch, which song are you guys playing? So my mind immediately wants to say my favorite Dokken song, which is Heaven Sent, but with my current skill set, I couldn't get on stage right now and jam that song. So I guess if I had any skill set, I could play whatever song I wanted, I would play Heaven Sent because I love that song. Solo is so good. But if I had to go on stage with my current skill set right now, I'd say I'd go with Breaking the Chains, one that I just covered on YouTube. I feel confident about that one, and it's a really fun song, one of my favorite Dokken songs. So that is my answer for that. This one is similar to one of the questions we already answered, but if you could jam with any band back in the 80s, which band are you jamming with? So difficult, but maybe Poison or Bon Jovi. I don't know. Those guys seem like they would be fun to jam with back in the 80s. Oh, here's a question that could be an entire video. Why do you like Steve Vai so much? And that's also a little bit of a difficult question to answer because there's so many elements just all in one of why he is such an amazing guitar player to me. I think mainly though it is just his beautiful style that sounds like no one else. He can play a million notes with an extremely dirty guitar tone, extremely overdriven, and it still sounds beautiful and melodic. I just love the way he is able to control the guitar and make it do whatever he wants. I think one of the main reasons I really love Steve is because I want to channel a little bit of that energy myself, and if as a guitar player I want to learn the most from his style and implement that into my own. So there's so many reasons why I love Steve, but that I guess is the main. I personally just love his style so much, and I've met him and he's such an amazing person. He was so kind, and I've met him twice now, and he was incredible both times. Really took time to talk to me, and he was just such a sweet guy. So I just love Steve. This question just asked, what are some of your favorite songs, bands? So I'll just throw out some bands for you guys. Poison, Bon Jovi, Whitesnake, Dokken. I really like Firehouse. Slaughter, Kiss, Van Halen. I'm trying to think of some other bands off the top of my head. It's so hard. I feel like I'm forgetting so many good ones. White Lion, Def Leppard. That's what I'm thinking about right now, but I mean, there's so many good ones. And I mean, there's so many songs you can pick from, so I'm not even going to go into the songs right now because there's just so many. But if you want to see a video maybe of me just talking about some of my favorite bands and songs and why I love them, we could do that. That'd be a fun one. Any specific guitar you're looking to add to your collection right now? I'm not currently shopping because, as you can see, I have too many guitars and I do not want to buy another one right now. So I'm currently not shopping for one, but in the future I would really like to get a Nuno Washburn N4. I've been looking at those guitars for so long and I would love to have one. They're kind of hard to come by, but I'd love to have one of those. I would like to play an Abasi Legion guitar. I've never played one, so I can't say it's on my list, so I don't know if I like it or not, but I'd like to play one at least. I would like to have an EVH Frankenstrat in my collection one day, and I would also like to have an Yngwie Fender with the scalloped frets. So I guess those are some things that are on my very long-term list, but it's nothing I'm looking for right now. This is a good question if you have a YouTube channel yourself. Joseph Henry Official asks how to increase engagement for full-length YouTube videos to get monetized. So I don't really have all the secrets for you guys because I've kind of just had to figure this all out as I went, and I don't know exactly how my channel has moved so quickly. It's moved way faster than, you know, like the average YouTube channel and things like that. 6,000 subscribers, at least as of right now. I've got 6,000 subscribers in about 7 months, so that's kind of crazy when you look at like the analytics of how fast just YouTube channels in general move. And I am monetized, which is also rather quickly to be monetized on YouTube. So I thank you guys so much for that. But as far as things that I've done that I personally would recommend, your thumbnail is what catches the viewer's attention. So make sure your thumbnail is good, clear, maybe even use some clickbait. I don't really do that often, but if you can like create a statement on the thumbnail that makes people go, what is that? I want to know what they're talking about, then that's going to help with engagement. So maybe make like an outrageous claim or something like that. Robert Baker does it really well in your thumbnail, and it's going to create interest. So at least a good picture or some kind of good eye-catching, you know, statement that's going to help people reach your videos. Title is important. You can kind of use the same idea there with the title. Your intro needs to be engaging from the start. Talk to your viewers, you know, thank them for watching, you know, keep it interesting. Don't talk too much. I am guilty of that, but I think that if you get to the point a little bit more, people are more likely to keep watching, which gives you watch time hours. Something that people have said is don't post videos that are too long. I don't agree with that because I think if you've got a solid group of maybe 20 people who like your channel and watch all your videos, they're not going to click off of it if you post a half-hour video. They're going to watch it because they like your channel and they like watching you. So I think that posting long videos can only help you, because if someone isn't interested, they'll click off of it and maybe you got 5 minutes of watch time. But if you got that core group of people that really do like your videos, then you're going to get watch time from them watching those longer videos. So don't be afraid to post longer, you know, talking type videos, and just see what happens, and that'll help your watch time hours. As far as being monetized, you probably know that once you get monetized, videos like covers don't make money. So it's important that if you want to make some cash on your channel, to keep some videos also in the loop that aren't covers that you can make money off of, such as the video I'm making right now. Make sure you're using tags in your video description. Something that's helped me is, let's say I'm covering a Bon Jovi song. In the tags, I'm going to tag, Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, Living on a Prayer music video, Living on a Prayer official. But I'm also going to add tags like Dokken, George Lynch, Poison, Quiet Riot, Rat, all the other bands. I'm going to still add those as tags, so that anyone who's interested in that genre or those guitar players, they might also be interested in my videos. So I'm reaching a larger audience. That's really helped me get more views on my videos, is making sure I'm tagging multiple different things, even if they're not directly related to what I'm posting. So that's really all the advice I can give you about YouTube. Everything else I've just kind of been winging it, but those are the things that I think have kind of helped. Respond to comments. That helps a lot with at least the algorithm, and it keeps people coming back. If you take the time to respond to them, even just say thank you, maybe that was the difference between them just watching your video and walking away and them subscribing. So be kind to your viewers, reach out, engage with them, and that's going to go a long way. Well, this is a nice question. What is some information that you would say now to your future self? So I don't know where I'm going to be in the future, but I suppose I would say no matter where you are, I hope you're still doing YouTube. I know you're still playing guitar, and never lose sight of your passion for the instrument, and never forget why you started, and never let it become work. Never let it become something you dread doing. Always love it, always stay passionate about it, and do it because you love it, and don't listen to what other people say. That is my advice, I guess, from my future self. That's gonna be really funny if I go back in like 5 years, 10 years and watch that. Okay, best Van Halen solo. That's difficult. There's so many good ones. Eddie is the king of guitar solos, but I really like the Panama solo. The jump solo is good. The solo to Right Now is pretty wild as well. So those are some good ones. Can't really pick a favorite. Favorite Aussie guitarist. This might start a controversy, but I think I would have to say Jakey Lee. I think he was really incredible. And again, I'm not dissing the other ones. Obviously, Randy and Zach, and I know there are other people that have played with Ozzy, but they are very, very, very talented guitar players, and I love their styles. I think Zach's solo on Mama, I'm Coming Home is very beautiful. I really like that, but something about Jakey Lee's style I really enjoyed listening to. I think his rhythm and his solos were very good, so I would have to go with him if I had to pick a favorite. Hey guys, I'm editing this video and I'm just kind of listening to what I just said there, and while I do still kind of stand by what I said, I don't know, I really, really love Randy Rhoads, so I kind of don't want to say that I have a favorite. I don't know, I just kind of didn't like the way that I put that, and their styles are just so different. I think it's kind of hard to choose a favorite, so I might have to like go with Randy there. I'm not sure, so I just thought I'd kind of throw that out there and clear some things up. Someone asked what is my favorite Steve Vai song. My favorite Steve Vai song is Tender Surrender, and I'm currently trying to work on playing that on guitar. Alright, I think this is the last question for our Q&A. And this is, what is a band that you want to see in the future? There are actually a couple. I really would love to see Bon Jovi together with Richie Sambora again. I don't know if that'll happen again. That's only if they do decide to get back together. But if they go on a tour all together again, I think I will have to be there, because that is a reunion that I have been waiting for forever. And I really hope that it happens. And I'll definitely be there if it does. I am going to see Def Leppard this summer, so that will check them off of my bucket list. I'm so excited about that. I'm also seeing Journey this summer, so that is also a really big one for me that I am excited about. I would love to see Poison and Bret Michaels sometime. I've heard that they still sound really good live, so I think that'd be awesome. Another band that is not touring, and I don't think there's any plans of them touring, is Whitesnake. I know David Coverdale is going through some health things, so that's probably not going to happen, but if they ever did go on a tour, that would be pretty cool, because Whitesnake is one of my favorite bands. I'd love to see George Lynch live, at least meet him sometime. If there's a way that I could do that, catch him in a meet and greet or something, that would be incredible. And another one is Europe. They've been touring over in Europe, but they've not been in the US for a while, so I'd love to catch them if they ever come over here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this second part of this Q&A. Again, if you've not watched the first part, go over there, check it out. It's really fun. I've also got a lot of content on my channel, covers and things like that, so make sure you go check out another video of mine. Make sure you're subscribed and you like this video so you don't miss what is coming. I've got a big Steve Vai Joe Satriani tour video coming out very soon. There's gonna be a lot of exclusive backstage content. I'm hopefully gonna be filming with Joe and Steve because I'm doing the VIP meet and greet, so hopefully I can get some videos in there. It's gonna be a really good video, really great. If you love these guys, then you're gonna want to subscribe so you don't miss that one. So thanks guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!